to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to make this Rainbow Loom mini figure charm, and this is the Leprechaun Charm. It's an original design created by me, and I hope you guys have fun creating this design, and I'm going to show you guys the basic materials that you'll be needing to make this. In order to make this design, you will be needing 34 dark green bands. You will need 4 neon green bands. You will need 2 yellow bands, 6 black bands, 22 skin tone bands, and lastly you will need 16 orange bands. So to get started, we're going to take 2 of our dark green bands and we're going from the center pin to the downwards left pin. And we're going to take 2 more dark green bands and go from the center pin to the downward right band. And now it looks like this, our loom. And what we're going to do is take 2 dark green bands and go from the center pin and downwards. Then we're going to take 2 more dark green bands and go from the left pin and place it like that. And we're going to repeat that same step on the right side of our loom. So it looks like this. And after we did that, we're then going to want to take 2 of our orange bands, and we're going to take it and place 1 band and place it like this. And we're taking 2 more orange bands and place it like this. And go ahead and push your loom down. So after you have that, then you're going to want to take a new color band, which I am going to start using skin tone, and we're taking the skin tone bands, and these are double bands, and you're going to want to place it like that. And you're then going to want to repeat this step by taking 2 more of our skin tone bands and go to the right pin and downwards. And now you can place it into the center pin. So it looks like this. Now after you've done that, go ahead and take 2 more of our skin tone bands and just place it like that. And to simply close it off the head, you're going to take 2 bands, go from the center pin downwards to the center pin. From the left pin and go downwards to the center pin. And you're going to go ahead and repeat that, but on the right side of our loom. So now it looks like this. And what you're now going to do is take a skin tone band and go downwards like that. So we have our basic head setup placement, and actually take off the center where the neck is at. So set those to the side for now, and we're going to get started on making the hair and the hair/beard part of our leprechaun. So without further ado, we're simply taking 2 of our orange bands, and actually you're taking 2 of our green bands, sorry about that, and you're going to place it from this pin in that pin. You're then going to take 2 green bands and go from this pin to this pin. So you're basically overlapping of what you've put. So yeah, it looks like that. And now after you did that, you're going to want to take 2 of our orange bands and place it where you've placed the green band. Just place it at the bottom part. And you're taking 2 more orange bands and place it from that pin to this pin here. So you can see you have double layers of our bands, like so. So we have that, and now we're taking 2 orange bands again, and you're going to go from here and there. And then you can go ahead and take 2 more of our orange bands and place it from this pin to that pin. And carefully push your bands down, make sure none of them pop off your loom. So now our loom looks like this. And now you can go back and take your 2 skin tone bands and just place it like this. So it looks like that. And now we're going to start continuing off with our body of our loom for our little leprechaun. So in order to continue that, you're going to want to take 2 dark green bands and go from the center left pin, from the left pin and go upward into the center. Then you're going to take 2 more dark green bands and go from the right pin upwards to the center, so it looks like that. Then you're going to want to take 2 of our dark green bands once more, and you're going to go from the left pins and just simply go upward, and repeat that on the right pin and go upward. So our loom looks like this. And you can take 2 of our neon green bands, and what we're doing is going from the center pin and place our band downwards. And then you're going to want to do that again with the neon green. So take the neon green and place it from that pin to this pin. And then lastly, you can go ahead and go down our loom with dark green bands. So from the left pin going downwards, from the right pin going downwards, and we have our body placement for our leprechaun. And now what we can do, so I realized I kind of forgot to place the eye bands, so we can go ahead and take this orange band and just simply slide it over. Take this orange band and just slide it over like that. We're going to go ahead and make the eye bands, so I'm going to set my loom to the side and show you how to make the eye bands. So in order to make the eye bands, what you're going to do is take a single black band and you're going to wrap it around your hook 3 times, which creates 4 loops. So you see there are 4 loops on our hook. And now what we are going to do, we're going to take a single black band once more and wrap it around our hook 3 times, which should create 4 loops. So our 4 loops look like that. So we have 2 of our eye bands, and we're now taking a skin tone band and just simply sliding all these loops onto that band. So go ahead and do that. And now we have our eye bands. So now after we have our eye bands, so now we're gonna take our eye bands and place one side on this end and separate the eyes a bit, and take the top portion and just place it on our loom like our triangle, and then we're taking the other half and place it on this pin so it looks like this. And after we have that, we're going to go ahead and take the 2 bands and just go ahead and replace it on. And by the way, make sure you push your eye bands before continuing placing those orange bands back on our loom. And go ahead and push your eyes to the center pin. So now we officially have our eye bands. We will be adding the nose band in a bit at the end when we start our looming process with the face. So now what we are going to do is begin looming the beard portion of our leprechaun. So in order to do that, we are going to reach into the hook here, into the neck part, and you're going to take, oh yeah, and by the way, so you're going to need around 4 of our orange bands, and we're going to wrap it around our hook 2 times, which creates 3 loops. So we have 3 loops on our hook, like this. I don't know if you can see it, but we have 3 loops on our hook. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you guys can see. So once you have that, you're going to take another orange band and wrap it around your hook 2 times, which creates 3 loops, just like this. And now you're going to take another orange band, wrap it around your hook 2 times, which creates 3 loops. And you're going to do that same step. So take the orange band, wrap it around your hook 2 times, which makes 3 loops. So we have 4 bands wrapped around 2 times, which makes 3 loops. And we're going to use that for the beard portion of our little leprechaun. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so you can see. And what we are going to do is insert, so just ignore the bands on your hook and just kind of scooch it over like this. And you're going to take the top 2 bands, So I'm just gonna take a look, take the top 2 bands, and which are the orange bands for me, and take one of your beard parts, so the 3 loops, and you're gonna slide it onto this band and just hook it to the right pin. So it looks like this. Insert your hook onto this pin and slide 3 of our capping bands, one of our capping bands on our hook, and place it on this pin. So it looks like that. Then we're going to want to insert our hook and pull back this triangle band and insert and grab the top 2 orange bands. And make sure you don't grab any skin tone bands, by the way. It's very important not to. So if I did, I just grabbed one right here. So I'm just going to fix it back to the way it was and just take the 2 orange bands and place the capping band on our bands and hook it forward. So it looks like this. So once you have that, you're then going to insert your hook and to this pin, pull back the triangle band and grab the top 2 orange bands. Then you're going to slide this band on our hook onto this band and remove. So now we officially have hooked the bearded portion, and do not forget to hook the dark green bands forward. So we're inserting our hook, taking the dark green band here, sorry if my hand's in the way, and you're just hooking it forward like that. So insert our hook here, take the top 2 dark green bands, and then we're going to simply hook it forward. So as you can see, we've hooked that forward. Just kind of go ahead and fix it around a bit. So now our loom officially looks like this. And after we did that, we're now going to go ahead and start making the hand bands for our little leprechaun. So we're going to get started on making the hand bands. And in order to do that, you need 2 skin tone bands and 2 dark green bands. So what we are going to do is take a single skin tone band and wrap it around our hook 2 times, which creates 3 loops. And we're taking 2 of our dark green bands and we're sliding that through. And we're simply reclaiming. And I just realized you actually need 4 dark green bands. So we're now going to take another skin tone and band and we're wrapping it around our hook 2 times, which makes 3 loops. Then we're taking the other 2 dark green bands and slide it through the 2 bands, and you're simply reclaiming. So now we have both of our hand bands, and this is how it looks like. Be sure to go ahead and watch part 2 of my Rainbow Loom mini figurine Leprechaun Charm. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!